Specialist Krebs, your Telexian furfly is attempting to mate with a beaker. Please intervene.
Hello and good evening. Star Trek Starfleet Academy Season 1, Episode 3, titled Vitus Reflux is over. But here on Live Long and Podcast, we're just getting started. Whether you're joining us live on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, or catching the audio version wherever you get your podcasts, welcome aboard. Welcome to the campus. We are now 3 episodes in, and the Academy is already a pressure cooker. Between the competition to join an elite training team and a prank war spiraling out of control with the War College, tensions are rising fast. The bonds are tested, rivalries flare, and the blossoming romance finds itself caught in the crossfire. Vitus Reflux turns up the heat, and we're here to break it all down. And now here's the guy who still can't figure out why the Federation would have a War College in the first place. I'm your host, Dave Mader, and I'm not alone. We've assembled a stellar panel to dissect this brand new Trek series. Coming in first, a proud defender of Star Trek Discovery. He's giving Starfleet Academy every chance to impress him. If the show keeps its bold, ambitious energy, he's on board. But if it drifts too far into a teen soap turbulence, he's ready to hit. He's the first to hit the red alert. It's Adam Woodward. And he's muted.
Well, sorry, guys. I had fire engines, but what I was saying here is that description could have been Jody or I.
Oh, I got one for Jody.
Enough. I wasn't a supporter of Discovery.
That's correct.
Yeah,
so
I didn't mind Discovery,
but yes, that is the juxtaposition. Of course, they call him Daddy Anger, our technologist and cynic in chief. He hated Discovery. And as Starfleet Academy starts drifting into a glossy, angst-shallow plotting or a CW-style melodrama, he'll be the first to vaporize it with a phaser set to disintegrate. It's Jody Simpson.
Hello, Dave.
Hello, Jody.
How are you?
Oh, I'm all right. Excited to talk about this episode. Somewhat cautiously with you.
With me?
Yeah, but it's all right. We're gonna break it all down. We were hoping to have Chris Worldmine Murphy here with us tonight, but he had to cancel. But I was kind of interested to see the man who loves everything the show does.
Honestly, I'm only here because I wanted to be with him, but he's not here now. So.
Yeah,
I guess
I might have
to be with me or Dave.
Well, Adam, I see you all the time, and Dave, I see you all the time too.
And specifically on this subject, because I think I consider Jody and Chris to be the two extreme ends. Although Chris will sing the praises of the show, he'll talk about everything he loves, and then he'll give it like a 6. So I don't know. He looks at it through a different lens than I think most people do. He looks largely at the technical aspects, but this is a standalone story. Last week's podcast where we covered the first 2 episodes was a marathon. This will hopefully not be that. I think we can probably sum up this one in a little over an hour. We're going to break down the whole plot, everything we saw, and rate the episode. Let's Adam, how is this one for you? How's this 3rd episode doing? Now that we're moving along.
Before I get to that, Dave, can we just cover just some reviews on 1 and 2 that are out there?
Oh, yeah. Like, so yeah, you said you had some reviews of the first 2 episodes you wanted to mention. So yeah, please do.
I just like some of the titles that people call them. Star Trek, not Star Trek. Oh Joy is another Star Trek that's about his trek as the Kardashian family reunion in Zero Gravity. So somebody that doesn't like it. This is on IMDb, by the way. Episode 1 that gave it a 6 in total right now. The next one is The Future is Female. Right off the bat, I can't accept the status quo this show is built on. The burn, an alien crying child so hard it destroyed all the dilithium in the galaxy, remains one of the most indefensible pieces of fantasy writing ever grafted onto Star Trek. It's exactly what the kind of narrative nonsense that turned me off of Discovery in the first place. Jody, did you rate this?
I'm sorry?
Did you rate
this review that I was reading to us?
No, I haven't.
No.
Okay.
I haven't actually read. Really.
No, he wanted to know if you wrote it, if you wrote it.
You wrote it.
I wrote it. No,
Yeah,
I didn't.
It sounded like you. Kids these days, the idea of Starfleet Academy, a movie or series, has mooted for decades. The Adventures of Young Kirk and Spock in training for Starfleet. It did not go down well for the fan base. So here, it didn't. That idea didn't go well. But this guy rated it 6. Yeah, I mean, look, I think people have been pretty hard on it, but there's also been some really good feedback. I think the general thing that I've heard from fans my age-ish and growing up through Next Gen and original series is Captain Aki, what's her name? The director, actor,
Holly Hunter.
Holly Hunter. Nobody likes how she sits in the damn chair.
Nobody likes that.
I find it quite annoying. You guys know how much Archer's pacing bothered me. This is now way beyond that.
Yeah, Archer's tame compared to her.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this about her: she's very unique. She stands apart from the rest in that regard.
Like, the messy hair and the chair thing that just annoys me.
Bare feet.
But I will say this: I did like this episode tonight. This third one. It was good. It was good.
Okay, Jody. So we're talking to you on the podcast for the first time. I think last week you had a couple comments in the chat. You said you kind of liked the first one, the second one not as much.
So I finished the second half of the second one today, and then I watched this episode. The first episode I thought was okay for a pilot. It wasn't bad. It wasn't. The biggest problem I have with this series, and this episode really shines with it, is the writing. The writing is abysmal in this series, and I don't know why. Because isn't Tawny Newsome one of the writers?
She is one of the writers. Her episode hasn't come yet, but
okay, so she's not in all the time.
I think she wrote the next episode we're doing. Maybe.
Okay.
We'll have to look that up.
But wait. I don't think is 3 episodes enough to say that, Jody?
If 3 episodes, 30% of a season, yeah, I think it is.
When you're saying the writing, are you saying like the dialogue or the
dialogue is not great? There's a couple characters that have okay dialogue, but it's most of now. I understand that obviously the issue in the room that everybody says is, and everybody defends this show and says, well, it's a young adult show, right? Which, granted, yes, I think it is, and I don't think I'm the demographic by any stretch of the imagination. Am I the demographic of this show? But you literally could take Star Trek out of this show, and this show would be almost identical to what it is right now. There's nothing that makes it unique to Star Trek. And like half this episode that we're watching today, made me feel like the first half of Starship Troopers. Like it's not the same thing. Now I understand they're trying to get a different demographic, and I totally understand that. And Prodigy wasn't for me either. So I get that too. But I don't know. I just think the writing is probably the worst part of this whole show. And some of the characters are not good at all. I don't know why they're here.
Is there like a specific, can you think of like an example of like a line of dialogue you found cringy?
I have them written down. There was a couple quotes from this series, but I forgot it upstairs. So if you give me a couple minutes, I'll have a look. And
okay,
I'll see if I can find it in the dialogue. The dialogue in this episode is really bad. Like it's cringy. It's using dialogue that like 2010 kids would use. Like, and it's just, it doesn't make sense. This is what, the 34th century, almost
32nd, late 32nd,
32nd century. Okay. So with that, you would think that, you know, the dialogue would progress, but in a way it sounds like it's gone backwards. You know what I mean? Like even Discovery, the dialogue, in my opinion, was better than this. So I don't know who's writing the dialogue of this, but it's not good.
Well, I can tell you. So tonight we are talking about the third episode overall of Starfleet Academy that was written by Alex Taub and Kylie Rosetter and directed by Doug Aronofsky. Now I'm not super familiar with either Alex Taub or Kylie Rosetter. So I know Doug Aronofsky has directed other episodes of like like Strange New Worlds and whatever. So he's part of that new roster. I don't know. I agree with you on some extent that the show does feel like it could be like, Saved by the Bell, like goes to the college years in some regards.
I'm not
or
even
maybe not that
complaining
example.
about that because I know it's not for me.
It's not a sitcom, but like I guess like 90210 goes to college. Maybe it would be a better analogy.
What about John Hughes?
But
it doesn't have the writing of John Hughes. It doesn't have the compatible characters. Like the characters that I'm supposed to think are like supposedly going to be in love, like the Betazoid and the big guy. What's his name? Caleb. Yeah, like even them, like it literally looks like two twigs talking to each other. Like there's no expression with them. There's no chemistry at all. I don't buy it. And if you're going to have like the thing about like 90210 and all those types of series, and, again, I'm talking from when I saw it, which was, 20, 30 years ago. But there was a chemistry between those characters and that made you believe in the relationships.
But it didn't happen in 3 episodes.
Adam, it's 30% of a season already. You have to express things. You can't defend this. It's not something.
Listen, buddy, I am at the point where where these 10 episode series just drive me nuts. This is stupid, honestly, to be doing it in this way, and then make us wait another 2 years before we see season 2.
Yeah,
but
right. Well, I think we might get this. I don't know. They were shooting the second season this past fall, so I imagine that it's going to come out.
Oh yeah, but they'll make us wait. Yeah, another year.
Maybe a year and a half because they have to color correct it or whatever, and I don't know, put it whatever special effects are in.
But it's even more important to have good, smart relationships and the way that things are written. Like, yes, the one thing I did like about this episode is the fact that they're trying to show this group mentality of they're all in it together, stuff like that. I get that, and I think that part was good about this episode. But when you compare this to like something like 90210 or something like that, the writing to me has no feeling. And I think that's part of the problem I have with this so far. Now, again, I do agree with you, Adam. I think it's hard to judge something after 3 episodes. But when we have 30% of the season already down, that's a problem.
I don't feel the same way entirely. I feel like the cast is good. I feel like the chemistry.
I think some of the cast is, yep.
I feel like the chemistry is mostly there for me. I think that this romance between Caleb and the Betazoid princess, I can
do without that.
It's not winning me over entirely, but I don't hate it. It's I think what stood out to me in this episode that I didn't like was the conflict between Genesis and the other guy. Jock guy.
I don't even know his name.
I'm still trying to learn their
Darren
names.
or something like that, or Darren.
I should have this. I should have my cheat sheet.
Hold on, I got it for you.
Standing by. No, I'm gonna need it again because I'm gonna have to say that guy again.
Just call him Jock. I know who you're talking about.
Darren. Remy, right? So, Remy and Genesis. The fact that he kind of got in her head about bringing up her father during the test, like their competition there, and then she was so upset with him. I kind of got it, but I felt it was a little not right for me. It was like that was like I would agree with you. The writing didn't quite win me over in the way they executed that. Just like in the previous episode, how when the Betazoid woman got mad at Caleb about him not opening up about his past.
That's it.
You know. And like we said, when we were watching that one last week, we felt like the same thing. Like that didn't really make a lot of sense. It didn't feel right, like coming from either their perspective. And yeah, like so there are sometimes it takes me out of it a little bit, or sometimes they're just so happy. I don't know. It's hard. I don't know. These are weird critiques. I know, but mostly I'm okay with it. But the other things, like I'm still trying to adapt to the fact, and I know that this is kind of a bogus criticism, but this is supposed to be 1,000 years from now, right? Mm-hmm. And it doesn't really feel like that to me. You know, I know that Star Trek is always like Steve Shives. He had a comment the other day that Star Trek has always been a show about now that's set in the future, but it's really about today. It's really about whatever's going on now. Criticism. So you can only think about if you were to go back in time 1,000 years, or someone from 1,000 years was to come to now, it would just like Jet Reno. Jet Reno's from 1,000 years before any of these things, right? But it's like nothing changed in 1,000 years. The culture of the Federation did not change at all in 1,000 years.
Well, you've also got Captain Aki again, who's like 400 years old, because she's a Lanthanite.
Right. So she should have some perspective on that, but it seems like it was very...
She's the same race as Carol Kane, right?
She's half.
Okay.
Half that race. So whatever. Oh, hey. Well, he did make it.
The man, the myth, and the legend are all here at once.
He's here. Better late than never. Funko stacked. Opinions locked and ready for launch. He's the guy who can spot a shaky plot line faster than a malfunctioning tricorder and isn't afraid to call out Starfleet or the writers when things get messy. Whether it's prank war chaos, cadet drama, or 32nd century tech that makes no sense, he's here to challenge the narrative and defend what makes Trek Trek. It's Jameel Robinson.
Salutations, fellas.
Welcome, Jameel. We're having this back and forth about whether or not this show is good.
Wait, hold on. We're making a decision about a Star Trek show's quality in season 1.
3 episodes in, by the way.
3 episodes into season. What was TNG's 3rd episode?
But they had 26 per season. That's
Code of Honor, I believe, is the
Code of Honor.
Yeah,
Code of Honor. I stand by it as a good episode.
It's not.
I know. I'm just kidding.
That's like saying Minefield is good.
Minefield. I'm just saying that we need to. I know there's a lower episode count. We're all aware, right? At the same time, we need to also be kind of reasonable in it, in terms of us saying, is it a bad episode? Is it a bad episode of Trek? Is it a bad episode in terms of what modern Trek sensibilities are, right? And there's levels to things. So I think, Jody, we can find some middle ground there where everyone's on the same page. No, I'm just saying, I'm Jody. I'm talking to you. We haven't talked in a while. You're the only one
we're very hypercritical.
I don't know if Jody was hypercritical. I just came on. Just came on. I'm assuming positive intent.
I'm being stereotyped.
No, you're not. You're always wait. Where's the Mr. Daddy Anger thing?
Look, I know that Dave was excited about this episode because he got new uniforms. So he's out of the question, right?
Oh,
Adam,
right. Well,
am I wrong?
You'll do it all while wearing really snazzy uniforms.
That's right.
I also knew he had that clip all ready to go. Right? That's on a hot link, ready to go at any moment.
Snazzy uniforms. You knew I was pulling that one. Come on. Yeah, how could I resist?
Right? I just think that we have to be measured in terms of our review, because it's so easy to, and Jody's not one of these dudes that are just hypercritical just for the sake of views. Jody doesn't care about views. Jody cares about his view, right? And I appreciate
Well,
that.
I care about other people's views too.
Well, no, but like
or I wouldn't be here.
in terms of communicating, right, your thought process, you feel strongly about your position and willing to communicate that. You're not completely unreasonable.
I'm feeling like I'm in an intervention. What's going on?
No,
here?
Jody, no.
I'm just kidding, Jamil.
Yes.
Well,
So okay, I just jumped in and I immediately went into damage control. Dave, tell me what's the temperature? What's the temperature on this?
like we were just kind of talking about what we're liking, what we're not liking. Like Jody was calling out the writing in particular, the dialogue. Is it good? Is it not? And for me, it's kind of a mixed bag. I'm mostly positive. I feel like I like the cast. I am enjoying the episodes. And a lot of times for me, like a good episode of Star Trek is like, would I watch that again? Could I watch that again and get some enjoyment out of it? And I think the answer for this episode is probably. I think that it was fun enough. Even it's kind of almost like a bottle episode. It's it's all kind of set at the campus. We're not dealing with like the main plot line of the 10 episode series. It's mostly about these characters getting to know each other and interact. And so I think it does a good job with that. Mostly. I guess the other thing Jody was also calling out is like, is this show? Are we just a bunch of old men? And it's really they're really going for this like younger demographic or
this show isn't made for me.
It's not made. Well, we're all roughly the same age, give or take a few years, and so right. Well, actually, I guess I am the technical youngest of the group here, but like,
it fixes his hair.
Yeah, so it goes. Anyway, but I think
younger doesn't necessarily mean wiser, Dave. Just so you know,
you can have it both ways. But like, anyway, Jamil, did you enjoy this episode? Would you want to watch it again, or I don't know if that's your litmus test, but
So okay, I don't think this episode is meant to be watched again from beginning to end, and the reason why I say that is for who the demographic of which this show is particularly for. And the demographic is not going to watch a full episode from beginning to end again unless they're binging it for some reason. And this is not necessarily
playing in the background while they're watching while they're playing Fortnite.
It's not a bingeable show in the sense as what we've seen, right? What you will see, what people will consume this episode going forward, and the elements of it is clips on TikTok, right? That's how people will watch this episode.
Well,
so
it's
that
very
funny,
TikTok worthy.
Yeah. So that funny sequence that you saw, that's going to be a 30-second TikTok, right?
Sure will.
Or reel on Facebook, and that's how people watch it. You know why The Rookie is considered a very popular show? It's because the amount of work they've done marketing it on TikTok and Reels. You can go on Reels and you'll eventually bump into some segment from The Rookie, or was it a 911, right? And people keep watching it over and over again, and eventually they become hooked on the show and they watch the show, right? Or they at least put the TV show on because it's comforting, right? So I absolutely can see this episode being one of those TikTok fodder episodes. Now, I didn't answer your question, right?
Well, you gave me a lot of good information and feedback, but yes.
I thought it was an okay episode. Okay in the sense that it kind of does a lot of it goes against a lot of the things that people complain about Discovery about. Did they save the world in the episode? Or was it something that world stakes were involved?
No, absolutely
right?
Not.
Right? It was interpersonal stakes. It like Starfleet wasn't, in trouble and possibly going to ruin if they didn't win this was it prank war that happened,
or the game they're playing, this laser tag.
I kept on calling it Solaris or something, or Sierras, like
it was like
the drug
or something like that,
right?
Flaga,
right? Was our main character the savior, right? The coming again of Jesus? No, Caleb was, an element in the episode that wasn't necessarily focused on him, and he didn't necessarily save the day.
Other than I think the focus on him in this episode is that he's getting more. He's more fitting into Starfleet Academy. He's not here. He's less under duress and he's more like accepting it. He puts on the jacket by the end, So he's kind of like, okay.
Like, jacket, by the way, that's a cool jacket.
Adam's already ordered that jacket.
And more the interactions with the Betazoid. I forget her name.
She's the one I'm having the hardest time remembering.
She forgot how to act too.
Well, I would say that the role isn't necessarily, one Gallica. No.
Sorry, is that her name?
Terima.
The name of the game?
Terima. Terima.
Calica was the name of the game, I think.
Yeah.
Calica or something. Yeah.
Calica? Like,
because I thought they said Calica and I had to go back. What's up?
Okay, and I have another critique. I have another like canonical thing that's not working for me in this.
Can I just say one thing before you get into your thing? There was a lot of crossover to Starship Troopers, to the movie, not the book. As far as like just the game and in the change room.
I didn't get any boobs in
wanted boobs?
I wanted boobs and butts, and I got that in Starship Troopers.
You did. But these
they're
very young women. Let's not get into that, okay? But the point being is that
they're adults. It's all okay.
Anyway.
Dave.
Apparently, Dave's watching the show for a completely different reason.
This is not Euphoria, okay? Star Trek Euphoria.
Jamil, I liked the show tonight. It kept me going. I was interested. I was never bored. It was episodic, which I like a lot. That
is a nice thing to see in modern Star Trek.
It's not like we had like the Red Angel is coming and when are we going to figure it out? And here's clue 1 of 7 that we're going to, lay like breadcrumbs throughout the season. There was none of that. And I love that.
Yeah. Now, if we could just get the captain or the chancellor to sit in the chair properly, my life would be good.
She's never going to be. She is manic pixie captain.
She keeps putting her damn feet on everything. Like, did Quentin Tarantino write this show?
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I thought
why do I keep seeing her feet? Why is this a thing?
Like they made a choice. They're like
are more predominant than
you can't say that you don't know anything about her. Like I already know a ton about this captain. Like you just in her mannerisms.
Yeah, she likes to read and put her feet on panels.
I saw an image and said that would you be too freaked out if like at the end of the season a blue police box comes and she's like, I've got to go, and she gets drifted away because she's the 10th Doctor or whatever, 14th Doctor. I'm not even sure what number they're up to right now. Right?
Yeah. The 13th Doctor was Jodie
Whittaker.
So she would be the 15th.
A different
Jodie, not me.
Yeah, she'll be 15th then.
I'm still waiting for the BBC to get a hold of me to be the new Doctor Who.
Yeah,
I would watch it.
Thank you.
First non-Brit or Irish, I guess. Okay, well, do you want to run through the episode and see?
Neil as my
sure, let's go.
Companion.
Yeah.
Adam said
2 of us going. That'd be great.
Adam wants to go, everyone. So we're going into the screenshots. Here we go.
All right.
Let's go.
All right. So we start here in the quarters of Caleb and Remy, and I guess a couple other people that share this room now.
It's just the 3 of them, isn't it?
It's 3 of them.
Okay, the 3 of them, and Tarima's brother. I guess I got to learn his name too.
Let's build a fort.
Yeah, let's build a fort. Anyway, it's 5:05 here, and Remy is putting on his music. He's
the most obnoxious lit headphones ever. Yes. Like that would wake up people in the room.
Like, why wouldn't you? Like, they must have a gym in this school, right? Like, why would you not go there?
That's where Genesis was. She was at the gym.
Yeah, if this guy just got off of his ass and went down to the gym, he would have actually met her.
Well, and he's got 2 roommates. Is really the reason I'm asking, because he's doing all his push-ups and his workouts and everything else here.
What does that look like? The Millennium Falcon thing?
A little bit.
It does kind of, yeah.
From that angle, for sure. Anyway, he's doing all his moves. He's got his quail egg things. He's writing a letter to his parents too. He's like talking about how he's going hard here. This is the 3rd week at Starfleet Academy. His roommates are not as intense, I guess, with their training. as he's doing his handstands, and Caleb's throwing his shirt and telling him to get the hell out of the room for let them sleep a bit more. So as he heads out, he bumps into Genesis, who's already been up way before him, because Remy, his goal is to make captain, to be the top of his class, to be ahead of everyone, the last to go to bed, the first to wake up. And we see that Genesis is even ahead of that. It's like she's got the same attitude, but she's even more intense than him.
But she likes to wake up at 3:30 for some days and
3:30. Yeah, because she does certain days she does this kind of exercise, and other days she does
power stuff. Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, so this is kind of a reality check here for Remy, as he realizes he's got some serious competition here at the school if he wants to be top of his class. We then go to the gymnasium. Love that they got the lines all painted on the floor here. We get to see the War College also. They're very much side by side here in the school. Like I thought that the War College was going to be like more detached, but it seems like they're going to be like this
the
kind
War
of rival.
College has a way better mascot.
The Mugado is better. Yes,
Mugado is way better
than the Gecko or whatever Starfleet Academy has.
The Lappy.
The Lappy, yeah. But so the War College, I guess, more established after the fall of Starfleet.
Okay, can you go back one for a second? I just want to point out something that I have a real problem with this entire fucking series so far, and it's these goddamn CG robots. Why the hell are they everywhere, and why are they annoying? Does anybody else get annoyed by these things? Because
they're like
they're in every bloody scene.
Remember the movie Silent Running?
Yes,
you remember. Yeah, it's Huey, Louie, and Dewey.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I remember.
Though.
They're from Discovery, and they're kind of like this.
I know we saw them in Discovery, but it's just they're so they have. Yeah, Norman just said dots. Yeah,
I think they're there to be cute for people who like cute things. They don't really.
But there's so many of them. Why?
So they can have little figurines that they sell. Just like we saw the jacket that they're going to sell. They'll have the pajamas that they're going to sell.
Pajamas with warp cores on them.
This show is not going to go that long to even sell merchandise. Give me
no. See, Jody, no. Jody, you don't know. By the time they were making this, they already had these things earmarked. So
I'm sure the Funko's coming out and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, all in advance.
Oh, yeah.
So they already have the uniforms that have already gone to, you can probably go on Paramount Plus, and it's like next week you saw the pajamas in episode 3. Buy them now.
Yeah, I do like the.
You'll be on a TikTok reel
lady though. I like her.
Yeah. Who, the Jem'Hadar lady?
Yeah,
Laura Thok. Yeah, she's a standout in this cast. Absolutely. I'm really enjoying her in almost every scene she's in.
Enjoying the writing for her as well.
Kind of like a drill instructor here amongst the cadet master, making them do the drills, run, sprint here. We see Genesis and Remy keep going at it. She keeps berating Jaden. Jaden, the most peaceful Klingon ever. He's very zen.
I'll talk about him later.
She's going after Tarima's brother here, and then we see Caleb. He can climb a rope. He put those muscles to good use here as he beats like the War College's best.
Jody, I've met this man in person. He is jacked.
Yeah, dude definitely knows how to get the muscle.
I'm like, damn,
especially compared to all these guys. Like, this is the rivalry, and it's like that dude could throw around 3 of these people.
They're like, why did we get him in the War College?
Yeah, it's like he should be at the War College.
He's like, he beat him so easily. I'm like, did you look at this man? Of course he did.
Like, look at that shoulder. It's the size of my head.
And not only is he like this giant guy, but he's like also an Oxford trained actor. He's actually, he's classically trained. So he's got a lot coming.
That surprises me.
Bringing this into this.
Be honest.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, during the reception for the pilot, dude, him and Remy were out talking to like the people there for the entire time. Right, and was open for any type of conversation the entire time, right? Dude
he's kind of new to fame and everything too, right? He's like he
was relatively young, yeah. So anyway, during this whole gymnasium scene, him and Tarima are making eyes at each other because she's joined the War College cadet program, I guess. And so there's kind of like, I think he even gets called out by Lura Thok here, calls him Romeo because
Romeo.
Romeo,
Action.
pay attention here.
He was definitely giving off the drill inspector vibes from Full Metal Jacket for sure.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, here. And they start getting ready to make this
Genesis
team
is so small.
for the
My
Calica
God,
here.
too small.
Yeah. Anyway, both Genesis and Remy were both like captains of their Calica teams when they were younger. A lot of them have never played before though. And so anyway, it's all about this organized sports. Then one of the War College guys throws a basketball at Caleb's head and starts a bit of a ruffle here, or like a rustle, a little bit of a fight here between the War College side.
Which is dumb because he's punching a hole through any of those people's heads.
Oh,
Yes.
easy.
Oh yeah, he could probably take them all on at once here. And you look how much bigger he is than all those. And they have Remy on the Starfleet side too, like who's also jacked. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, the leader of the War College group, I think she's Romulan.
I think she's Romulan.
Bloody irritating. I can tell you that.
She's not so nice to them. She's throwing a lot of shade at them about and they're gonna beat them in the fight. This, I keep trying to understand what happens when you graduate from the War College. What do you become exactly?
Red Squad.
They go to war.
You go to is it like the Marines and the Navy? Is that the idea here? Is because that's how it works out. Like in the United States at like the Annapolis Naval Academy, it's like there are Marines and naval cadets side by side, and I guess that's what
situation. Yeah,
I guess that's what they're going for here. But so anyway, the fight. But this gets broken up by Lura Thok. No, she has a great line here. I pulled. Where are you?
No blood will be shed on my court without my express permission. Back to your classes now!
Yeah, no blood will be shed on my
like
court.
her dialogue is mostly yelling. I do like her. She yells a lot.
Anyway, so afterwards, we're here in the locker room of I guess they're showering before they change into their gear.
Sonic showers.
Yeah, do they need to put the Starfleet Delta right into the underwear? I don't know. I guess that's what.
If you're gonna sell it, how is it gonna be considered Starfleet underwear without it clearly being Starfleet underwear?
Well, there you go.
Yeah, Dave, are you gonna buy a pair?
Yes.
Yes.
So anyway,
he's already got his cosplay figured out.
Yeah. Sam is also here, even though she's a hologram and she doesn't need to shower.
It's her first time showering.
First time showering, yes, bathing of any kind here. As they're talking about everything that was the War College. We also see Remy here has some scars from the knife fights he's been in over the years for sleeping with various other people's significant others and their cousins or something.
So the story goes.
Playa gotta play.
Playa gotta play. I guess they're going for a real sexy angle here with the new show, so
it could be more gratuitous. It is gratuitous, but it could be more gratuitous.
I'm okay with gratuitous. I'm just gonna say that. But
Dave, you sound like a horn dog.
I'm okay with a little sexiness. That's what I'm saying.
This is not Skins, okay?
It's not Skins.
It's Skins.
So they don't have all the ages of these guys online here, but or on IMDb. But the guy who plays Jaden, he's 23. Yeah. Carice Brooks, who plays Sam, is 25, and Bella Shepard, who plays Genesis, is 24.
Okay. Well, yes, they're not children.
Well,
okay.
We knew they were legal. We just think Dave's a creep.
Okay.
And then we go.
I will hit you back at that the next time you bring that up. All right.
Okay.
Anyway, so then they got beamed out. They get beamed out in a prank here by the War College kids. I can't even admire these people. Is that what you're saying? I'm a creep? Fucking hell.
No, we're just kidding you.
Oh, look at those flies.
Anyway.
Goddamn dude is jacked. He's jacked. I can't get over it.
Anyway,
I'm eventually gonna show the picture. I don't have the picture. My friend took it on her phone of me standing beside the dude, and he towers over me.
I bet, yeah. And you're not a small guy either.
I'm not.
You got some height on you.
Very wide. Very wide.
Oh, I wasn't talking about width.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Anyway, they get pranked into, I don't know, like landing in various places with some without their clothes on. Like Caleb has nothing on at all.
This person got transported onto the stairs and fell down. Could have got seriously injured.
Remy,
I like the picture of the Romulan and the Vulcan next to each other here. This is
yes, it is humorous according to the Vulcan. They're taunting them, and I don't know. At least someone get Caleb a towel. They got the middle fingers from the Romulan Vulcan alliance, the Navari, I guess, if you will. Anyway,
there's a lot of middle fingers in this show.
This is war is the last line from Remy here before the teaser.
He's got Fruit Loops.
He's got Fruit Loops stuck to him.
Yeah.
Yes. So
as one does.
As one does.
Yeah.
Anyway, Star Trek Starfleet Academy is our title card. And then we have the credits. And then we come back here and we're seeing this like promotional video. It's like a marketing video to join Starfleet Academy. The physical, the mental, the spiritual all come together. Although this is like a demo video that Captain Aki's looking at along with Laura.
Dave, would you like to know more?
Yes, I would like to know more. Anyway.
Millions killed. Would you like to know more?
It's a brutal planet, a bug planet.
such a great movie.
Dave's like, why are these two on this show right now?
What happens in this scene, guys? You tell me.
Okay, so Chancellor Aki, I'm totally gonna mess up her name.
Aki's right.
Aki. She puts down a record and sees. Wait, hold on, you're bouncing ahead. I barely got to this.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and is being admonished by her number one about this prank war escalating. And it is suggested that she talk or do something to solve it. And one of the suggestions is, one, talk to the head of the war college, or two, talk to the students. And she's like, that's a great idea. So they get the students in. Next scene.
Oh,
I'm moving ahead, Dave.
Okay, next scene.
She talks to them, and they're all blabbing, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, they're all mad. They're all mad. They feel like Sam was funny. She's like, I had a bath. That was her big complaint.
Yes, and eventually, she suggests doing something with these, plants. There, little. Was it not Oscars? What do they call them from? Audrey
too.
Audrey 2, right?
Hey,
Little
baby.
Audrey 2s, right?
Need me, Seymour.
Right? And, tells them, right?
But you're missing like they do act like respond. They imitate.
Yeah. Well, it imitates and repeats back to you, and also indicates that they're protected species, right? Under Starfleet law or universal whatever law. And shows them how to make them grow, right? In a very stepping on Homer's foot, type of way, subtle hints, which the MacGuffin, right? The Chekhov's gun of these Aubrey 2s are going to come back to play. But Dave, if you're enjoying my recap, you can have Jody continue.
Jody, what happens in this scene?
She's basically suggests to them that if you grow them and nurture them and you have patience, patience is the key. Patience.
Don't respond, guys.
Respond. Yeah. You have to let things slide.
Show empathy.
Empathy. That's the one I'm looking for. I don't use that word often. Empathy. Anyway, Dave, I think you do it better.
Can I take over for a bit here?
Yeah, you take over.
Look, I think at the end of the day, she's acting like a chancellor should. She doesn't want her guys to respond in a physical way. Doesn't want them to get mad. Show patience.
She's being playful.
Restraint. Learn something, and then hit them hard, in a delicate way.
Yes.
Right.
What would happen if Benjamin Sisko was the chancellor?
He'd kill half the planet. I mean,
The War College wouldn't
You'd be
exist
fine.
anymore, Jamil.
the War College would be obliterated.
How many campuses does the War College exist on Earth? It's like prepare prepare a torpedo and shoot the college. College number 1. Let's find another one. It's like settings to the next War College location. Arm another torpedo. We're gonna hit the entire stretch of them until Eddington, I mean the head of the War College, agrees.
Right.
Yes.
We also see here too that Genesis wants to recruit Caleb to the Calica team. He's not super enthusiastic about this idea. He doesn't like organized sports or anything like that, or anything organized really. But he's a good athlete, and she kind of talks him into doing it. We see here that you
She
got
doesn't talk him to doing it. She takes his comm badge, his Delta, and scans it.
Well, but she's kind of look what I'm working with here. We got Sam licking a rock. We got Remy too busy hitting on other cadets. We got Jaden.
I think she's related to O'Brien in any way.
What? You're gonna say that?
Yeah, it's very Molly.
Very Molly.
Yeah. But anyway, this is So I don't know. Caleb eventually agrees to do this. I don't know how she convinces them exactly, but he's coming along. So they're getting ready for Then we get this scene here where they're all in their gear and they're getting the game explained to them, how it works, how it's played by Lura. Then Jet Reno shows up, and this is she's the coach here. I thought you teach temporal mechanics. She says, "Well, I'm a
nerd jock hybrid.
Nerd jock hybrid. I can relate with that." But okay, did Jet Reno play this game when she was a cadet? Are we to believe that, or is she just become a coach later here?
I didn't get that impression.
Because if they played this in her time, back in the 23rd century, now the whole idea is you get shot with the phaser and you can be transported right away into the penalty box, right?
Yeah,
it seems like a big problem to begin with.
But in the 23rd century, when you beat in the 32nd century, you get hit with you beam out. It's like boom. It's like 10. It's like half a second, or not even. It's the quickest thing ever. But back in the 23rd century, we're
yeah, there's a warm up cycle,
and you slowly watch people fade away and then slowly materialize in the other room.
So they don't have to it could be played, but not the exact same way. They could have been "Oh, you're out." You're out.
It's
literally capture the flag.
Yeah.
So they don't need to have the same technology as far as it could just be paintball or laser tag, like they referenced.
I guess. Yeah. Anyway, if it was the same, it would make sense. But anyway, we see Betazoid guy. He gets a lot of push-ups here.
Betazoid guy. We're just gonna call him everything but his name.
What's
200?
Do you know his name, Jamil?
No, I never claimed to know his name. I'm just laughing at the fact that we, 1, don't know his name, 2, not really that motivated to find it out.
His name is Bavi.
Babby?
Right.
Bavi.
Anyway.
Bavi.
Yeah. Anyway, they're setting all this up. They're talking about this being laser tag, but then we actually see them go into the simulation, and it's all the cadets are in particular Sam is terrified.
Room?
The danger room, yes.
Sorry, Dave. The question about Jet Reno having played that, I think that what we learn later on in the episode is I think she's just going to be a co-coach with her partner.
Yeah, she maybe she knew nothing about this game before.
Yeah,
for all we know. Anyway, they're all scared. All the cadets are, but not Remy, not Genesis. They're very calm because they've played this before, and they're doing quite well. But the other cadets, not so much. You have to get run out, ring this bell. We see Genesis and Remy going back and forth. The drones get released, and this is where Laura's release the drones. As we see them start to come out here and start to shoot them from the sky, and Sam and Betazoid guy are all scared. Post-apocalyptic laser tag. Yes.
I kind of want her to deal with a cadet named Sam or Scott. Sorry, Scott. Scott.
Scott. Eventually, the battle simulation keeps going. Remy and Genesis are both like neck and neck. They kind of basically tie here, and then I think is this where he taunts her? Yeah, and then they start showing us the Calica training thing. It's just a normal phaser, but it can beam you out. So Caleb shows up late to the meeting, and Laura just like shoots him just for kicks for being late and sends him across the room. She's not messing around. Don't be late for my meetings. And we see, like Caleb is good at it, but he doesn't really understand the rules. Like he jumps up here and he grabs the drone and he kind of like
starts smashing it.
He starts smashing it, and they're like disqualified, from everything else here. Sam still scared.
I mean, God, it looks really fun to play that game.
Anyway,
I would love to play that.
Dave, you want to play this game?
I would play this game.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to get transported.
No, maybe not. But that would be the scariest part of it. I think is just like that real feel, like shock of like just because you get vaporized, it would be that quick too, right? So later on,
is that the real point of the training? To get cadets used to being like to not fear being vaporized and having lasers shot at them.
Red shirt training.
Could be.
Red shirt training. Yeah.
The next scene here we got Caleb and Jaden walking along here, and they're coming away, and they're talking about road-keg blood ply and Klingon foods, and
he's like, it doesn't count as food unless there's blood in it.
Yeah, that was a good line. Doesn't count as, it must be the most peaceful Klingon ever. But then Caleb notices Terima in playing basketball in the gymnasium. So but then he also sees the war cadet people coming, and he thinks that they'll stop him from talking to her, I guess. So he gets Jaden to distract them. Although I don't know if any of this really mattered.
Nope.
Anyway. So
nope, it didn't.
Yeah. So Jaden has to stop them and tell jokes to kind of help his friend here.
Hello, my name is Jaden.
Jaden.
It means he who crosses oceans of fire. So, yeah.
I'm Kyle. It means Kyle.
Kyle's got the hots for him.
Kyle.
I was like, I'll take you.
Kyle actually means a narrow sea channel. But anyway,
small butt crack.
Yeah.
Writing.
Then we got Caleb talking to Terima in the gymnasium, and why he's questioning, why did you join the war college? To get away from me? I thought we had something. And she says, oh, you think I joined the war college because of you? And I don't know. This scene was okay, but it was very long for me. And then playing basketball and going back and forth.
Yeah, I would agree. Like the 47th minute in the last episode was awful, and this scene was awful. I do not like these two. Jody, I don't like them.
You don't like them together or
together? Well,
I don't like her at all. I think her. I don't know who she is, and I'm sure she's a lovely lady, but my God, the charisma just gets sucked out of the room when she's in there. Like it's brutal. I'm supposed to believe this is a Beta Z. This is a Beta Z.
Norman asked earlier, have Betazoids been retconned? More referring to the second episode, and we were talking about that in the last podcast about how, like, just give them some black contact lenses. What are we doing here?
Not only that, but like, it just even the mannerisms, like we're so used to. Yes, I'm always critical, whatever, but. We're so used to the Betazoids that we know, which obviously Troy, Luxwana, that family of them.
Don't forget about Lon Suter,
of course,
and Tom Elbrum,
yeah. But they all have personalities that people flock to. This woman, honestly,
not Lon Suter.
Well, maybe not, yeah, but this woman is like, I wouldn't even know she's a Beta Z. Wouldn't even know.
So, okay, to be fair, though, Betazoid has gone through a lot of changes, and especially with the burn and everything, and
Yeah.
how they become a closed off society. Plus,
Mhm.
in this case, we have her, dampener that's also in play. That's probably, restraining her in some respects. We're getting that. This is like the continuing, plot line that's going to continue on with,
But
she.
when her brother's in the room, she does have charisma. That's the thing that bothers me about this character.
Well, I think that we're seeing her specifically bouncing off of Caleb, and she needs to be very restrained in terms of how she's being presented, because we're going to see a presentation of her not restrained. So they have to hold it down as much as possible. And right now, it's very oppressive in terms of the chemistry between the two of them. They're saying there's chemistry there, even though one of the people is like, I'm acting, and it's very, very robotic
I
and
don't get
not
any
really
chemistry
bouncing
between these
off
two
of
characters.
anything.
I
So
don't see it. I
we're
don't.
supposed to, but I agree. It's not really working too well in terms of the dynamics between these two. I thought there was more charisma, more chemistry with Genesis and Caleb,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, I agree.
So I don't know. I think we have to see how it plays out, but at the same time, it's not working for me.
Well, I'm kind of lukewarm. I'm not complete. I don't completely agree. I think they have some chemistry physically, but like I don't know.
Well, they're two good-looking people.
Yeah, exactly. So it's hard. Like from that standpoint, it's fine. But like we'll see where this goes. And I think with her character in particular, I think I need to see her interact with someone else other than him. To really understand. Well, not just her brother.
When she interacts with her brother, she's fine. Yeah. It's just when she interacts with anybody else.
We're only
she doesn't interact with anyone else. She's always by herself. Like the war college people are doing stuff, and then she's in the back smirking.
And she doesn't seem to talk to them. Like they don't seem to talk to her. Like I'm very confused by the whole thing. Anyway, but she can throw a basketball backwards, and get a swoosh.
Yeah, Sigourney Weaver can too. Move on.
So yeah. Anyway, now Norman says this is just the 80s rivalry trope of the two schools.
100%.
But it's a new generation.
Good writing.
They've forgotten. Anyway, so later on they're getting ready for they're naming the team. Caleb's on the team, and Betazoid guy, Tarima's brother.
Take it easy, Norman.
Yeah. Thanks, Norman. He gets put into the role of mascot because like there's all these people that have to be great at shooting and whatever, but I guess whoever's not good at that gets to wear a mascot costume, and basically you're the flag and capture the flag.
He fits the costume, so it's perfect.
Yeah, and it's what is this animal called? A lappy or something?
Lapin or something? Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it's like a big gecko frog thing or something.
They should have made it a Gorn. That would have been great.
Well, I don't think. Well, yeah,
a cartoon Gorn.
It couldn't be the mascot. Because it has to like predate all like them meeting the Gorn, right? So assuming they've had the same mascot for their history of Starfleet Academy, unless it's a new mascot. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, so they're going along here. They still have to name the captain. I think between Genesis and Caleb. Not Caleb, Genesis and Remy. So then they go through like this race and like the obstacle course, and they're both neck and neck throughout this. But eventually, Remy will get in her head by calling out her daddy issues because she's the daughter of an admiral, and this allows Remy to win. And she's very bitter and angry at that, and he becomes the captain. But he's not the best choice for captain. But for now, he's getting garbage. He's being celebrated around the campus, put up in the chair. The War College cadets, they think this is hilarious, and they decide to kind of pick a fight here. As we see Genesis looking on, they create this little video, another prank. It's all the footage of the Academy cadets, like running away in fear. In particular, Sam here, and there's them not looking too impressive in their training exercises.
I still don't get why this character is here.
I
don't get Sam as a character. This character is terrible. I don't
Oh, I like her, but
I like Sam, but Jody, I understand your reservations as to why they haven't really explained why are we doing this. Why is it so vital that we are having this holographic life form now join the academy, right? And it's just like, oh yeah, she's a hologram and she's joining. Cool. Everyone's like, okay, I guess, and just kind of yada yada's it. There should be commentary because she can transport and do all this stuff. It's kind of unfair in some regards.
Especially
I
in
think
this.
it's a neat premise. I just think the character is terrible. Like it's
No, I think
like-
she's fun.
I think she's fun too.
She's fine, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Start Jody.
Anyway, so they get mocked here with this prank where they're showing like they suck at things and like join Starfleet. And it even has like the same voiceover as like the real promotional video.
Oh, I'm quite enjoying now that I know it's Stephen Colbert. Hearing him.
Yeah, it's Colbert. Yeah. Anyway, the war. Then Remy like calls out Romulan cadet lady, the war college cadets, and they're taunting them along here. Meanwhile, we see the chancellor of the war college, the guy with the tea fetish.
Trey 48.
Yeah,
Love
he's
him
going
for
to
48.
he's going to his quarters here along with Captain Aki to thing. We see he has like a retinal scanner to get into his office. And then he loves to serve
You
tea.
remember in Wrath of Khan when Captain Kirk had to do that to see Genesis, the Genesis project. It was so revolutionary when he did that. I was like,
Right. In 1982, they thought it was pretty.
Yeah, and,
wow, that was so cool. I remember
and you know how many years later? 1,000 at least.
Anyway, so they're coming along here. He's got like a special fridge for his teas, and he's talking about the teas and what.
I thought that was the
temperature.
work word from the Le Serrano from Picard.
Maybe, and then you got Captain,
Looked
you
like
got Holly Hunter's character here. She just like comes in, she starts laying over everything. She got her shoes off.
He's like she's in a Gap commercial all the time.
He tries to get her to drink the tea by like turning the spoon a certain way. And
no. You gotta. It's almost like back and forth, 6 to 12.
It's a swish.
Oh yeah.
It's the tea swish. You have to that properly distributes.
He does not microwave his tea.
Ew.
No.
God, I
It's
hope
not
it.
my
Nobody
favorite
microwaves.
You'd be
it.
surprised
84
the amount of
degrees.
people that do that.
84 degrees. My mother does that, by the way. It drives me nuts.
She
But
goes to
yeah.
84C.
No, she microwaves her tea.
Oh, okay, yeah. There's a lot of people that do that.
From the beginning, like I can imagine heating it up with.
No. She makes a pot and then it goes for hours.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Oh,
rather
so
than-
she reheats it then.
Yes, it's just
She steeps it and reheats it. Okay.
Anyway,
That's
well,
a little more
the point of the
acceptable.
scene isn't just tea, though. The point of the scene is that Holly Hunter
Oh, is it?
knows that the War College Chancellor, he helped his cadets hack into that footage because you would need like to be like an officer to get to that access, and so she knows he helped him. And he's like, well, of course, like that's what I should do because I don't know what his rationale really was exactly.
She's wearing reverse sandals.
Yeah, can we look at those again, please? I was trying to figure those out during the. Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
They're
no
like-
soles,
they're-
but they
they're
have
like-
pops on them.
They're almost like anklets, but like with like extra.
They're tops of shoes.
They're literally foot chaps. That's what they are.
Yeah, well, they're a choice. They're civilian wear. I don't know. Anyway, so he's
And do they not have a hairbrush in Starfleet Academy?
no, they don't have a hairbrush.
Okay.
Anyway, so she says something to him here at the end. And I don't know, like the scene's kind of awkward, but he doesn't really understand it either. But basically, she's going to help her cadets, but not in as direct of a way as he did. Basically,
He's basically saying she's going empathy, guys. You gotta show some empathy.
we need to teach them empathy. Yeah, that comes up a lot in this episode. Empathy.
Which is fine. I think that is something they should be taught.
Yeah.
But
Right.
Go
Anyway,
away.
so Remy wants to get back at them. He wants to do pranks, and Caleb's not super interested. But Remy kind of goats him into it. Says like, "Don't you want to get?"
Caleb's like, how do I find my mother by doing this?
Right.
I don't understand. Dave, you're muted. What happened?
It's great. Oh my gosh.
Oh, is he back?
Dave,
I'm
you
here,
back?
I'm here.
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go.
Can you guys make it a second without me? Okay. Thanks.
Oh no,
Uh,
we missed you, Dave.
Thank
Yeah.
you. All All right. So then, anyways, this is where he gets into it with Genesis, because Genesis is mad at him for using her family stuff against him, and she's not she's pissed at him, and he kind of feels bad about it. He'll apologize later, but not yet. Then they have like a simulation game here against the like kind of like an exhibition game in the atrium.
They couldn't get the access to the field, so they used the atrium instead. They hacked the robots to tell people that it was closed, and then they saw a Daft Punk episode or
Music
Tron,
video.
decided to put the lights on.
Tron.
It looks good.
Yeah. It looked good. It was a good looking scene, and
I like these the uniforms they're wearing.
So the War College is actually Section 31. I think that's what we
Yes.
figured out now. Yeah.
Section 31.
Yeah.
Section 31 is like a rogue agency.
Yeah. Not anymore.
After the burn, they probably came to the
Gross.
forefront. They're like, oh,
They took over.
we didn't put all of our eggs in all of our baskets, and we had some non-warp core vehicles, and we survived, and we helped the Federation.
I hope that's not true.
I hope that's not true.
Okay.
See, Dave, you only say that because it sounds plausible that they would use that as the explanation.
Oh, I think it's plausible, but like I hate it if it's true. Anyway, Remy is a captain. He's not very good at it. His strategy doesn't work. The War College cadets completely best them over and over again here.
His strategy is like, you guys get behind me. I got this.
Yeah, and he's like, he gets eliminated first here in the competition.
He literally gets shot like the first shot of the round. He gets out on.
Yeah, he's out on the first. He's out right away, and like he's not very good here. But basically,
and Sam is useless.
Sam's not very effective, even though she should be great because she can't be shot. So
Well, you see that later, right?
So they shouldn't lose any rounds because they can't shoot her.
Well, but she isn't a good shot to begin with.
She just has to get to the Mugado and shoot him.
But she's a terrible shot, and
It doesn't matter. She can get close enough to just shoot it point blank.
But you're under the impression that she has the capacity to understand that of strategy. She's like, I'm just happy to be
She
here.
just has to walk a straight line from her base to that base and shoot the Mugado. It's not hard. It's like even for a 2-week-old hologram. I'm sad to say here. I don't understand why they don't think of this until basically the end. But they're getting their butts kicked in this competition. Round by round, I'm kind of yada in here, but at one point it seems like they might be winning here, where Tarima seems to go head to head here with Caleb, and Caleb does shoot her, but it was really a distraction so that they could get at their mascot.
They were giving googly eyes to each other for like 5 minutes while everything else is happening.
Laplings.
Lapling, that's it. Anyway, and so eventually, like they get in, like Remy and Genesis get into it here, and I think that she's able to kind of take command.
Why does the armor have really bright spots on it?
It has like these lit up like panels. I don't know.
Yeah,
The Tony Stark heart,
It's meant to look cool. It's not meant to be functional.
not practical.
Because
but
if we're gonna go the Tron route in terms of the set design, we're gonna go Tron route in terms of the costuming.
Yeah,
I think the set looks fine.
So is this a saying that Disney's going to take over sometime, Jamil?
No, they're just getting ready for the theme park, just in case they have.
Dave's
any
about
additional...
to lose a gasket.
I'm fine. I'm just like, if you don't want to be here for 2 hours, then let me run through the episode.
Let's go through this.
Sorry,
Yeah.
the last.
I want to hear it. I don't want to hear it if you don't want to be here until the end. So
The last podcast I was on was, hey, did you see
and
this?
it's always
one?
Adam. Adam will be at the end. He's like, oh man, we've been on for so long. I'm like, well, what do you want me to
So
do?
it's not for me. Okay, Adam, we want you to be here to the end.
I'm going to be here to the end. I never jump off early.
No,
That's
I know.
true.
Anyway, so Genesis takes control. She shoots these replicators, which creates smoke, which allows them to see where the War College kids are firing from. That allows them to win this one round. Oh, also because they they finally use Sam's, the fact that she's a hologram. They disguise her as the Lapling mascot, but it's not her. It's not the Lapling, and they had to kind of do two things just to win one round here, and they technically still lost the game. But whatever, like they kind of got a moral victory.
But they banded together, Dave.
Yes,
they banded together. They worked together, and they were able to, not be a bunch of losers. Like the Mighty Ducks won a game. Is kind
Bad
of
News Bears. They
right.
They didn't win, but they showed up.
They showed.
Right. Next time they'll get them.
But to Jamil's point, if you put the Tron soundtrack from Daft Punk in the background, it totally would fit the scene.
Anyway, so Remy's not feeling too good about his leadership or his captain. Even like the work college kids say, seems like they did a lot better once they got rid of you.
The strategy was getting rid of you.
Yeah, the best strategy was getting rid of you because you were the big problem here.
We could use that in other things in our
Remy
life.
kind of like says, okay, fine, you be the captain, Genesis, and he kind of has this little pouty thing and walks off. And then Laura and Jet Reno show up, and they're mad about this for some reason
because
they just blew up three of those bloody.
They have to close the atrium. They took over. They didn't have permission. Yeah, this is great. She's just yelling at them. I like her.
I didn't feel bad for Jet or Laura at all. They didn't hurt anybody. Like, it's
look at how big his muscles are. Jeez.
Yeah, he's a big guy. I guess they shot up some replicators.
He's pretty dreamy.
So then they got bring to see the Chancellor Aki, and she's not super impressed. She's wearing her Warp Core pajamas.
It's 2 a.m.
I have to admit, though, I did like that line where they're like, "Oh, I can't remember what they said was on her shirt." She's like, "They're Warp Cores."
The Warp Cores. Yeah.
Somebody said it was something else, but I can't remember what it was.
Anyway, so she gives them some hints here too, that this is kind of the hints she'll give them about what she needs to do in order to get the prank back and whatever else.
Some of these screenshots, Steve.
I know.
You were working overtime.
These were the best ones. So
if this show was made like maybe 25 years ago, right? Chancellor Aki would be like played by what's his name?
She'd be
Tommy
played by
Chong. Tommy.
No, I think it'd be Carol Kane.
No, Tommy Chong. He's like, hey man, empathy.
He clouded smoke over him. Yeah.
I like the idea of having a captain, chancellor, whatever you want to call her, as the way she is. Like, I understand, like, she's got quirks.
A complete hippie.
Like, totally get that, and I'm all for it. But you're also in charge of a institution that is supposed to be pulling the best of the best and teaching them exactly what they're supposed to be doing.
I think the thing that's
teaching them to sit badly in a chair is
discipline, like extreme discipline.
Yeah, she's running a fucking kindergarten here. Like, it's silly. Like, soon she's gonna start eating paste in front of them. Like,
was it Billy Madison?
Yeah,
the kindergarten teacher starts eating the paste. I think eventually the end result of what we're gonna see from Starfleet Academy is War College and Starfleet mesh closer together. Where she's teaching them to think outside the box and be, have imagination and empathy, and we get more of the military precision and decorum that you'll see in traditional Star Trek, Starfleet. That's the end result.
Maybe.
Right. Well, and she introduced them to these, like, the Vitus Reflux here, this fungus that is almost like a parrot and says whatever you said back to it. It goes by here, and like Caleb kind of puts it together what they maybe need to do here, and using that as their prank to get back at the War College. Then we see that Remy goes to see Jet Reno to talk about why his parents aren't writing him back.
I laughed so hard.
What?
I laughed at this sequence. You didn't laugh at this sequence? Where
this
she's
was
like,
actually a good scene. I did.
It's like,
why did you laugh at it?
What? He's like, there's something wrong with this pad, and it's like, only one-way communication is happening.
Jet Reno's just like, no, it's probably because you're a loser. But anyway,
no.
A teenager with parental issues. Never before in the universe.
Never before seen.
That was a good one.
But she's saying like people aren't complicated. They're going to show up for you. They're not going to show up for you, and whatever. And basically, she's saying that maybe your parents suck, and maybe you need to
Move on.
Yeah. Anyway, but then Laura comes in, and we find out that Laura and Jet Reno are a couple. That they are together, and Laura's
show of hands. How many people care?
Well, Laura's
I want
mad
to see
at
more
Jet.
sequences with them as a pair. To be fair,
Yeah.
Oh, if they had a kid, that'd be great.
I already like this relationship more than I liked Stamets and Culber. So like this is
yeah.
And
I like those two characters. That's the thing about it that bugged me the most. It's like I like both of them individually, but it's like their chemistry was, and the scenes that they paired them together was like, oh my god.
And this kind of gives me an example of where I'm trying to talk about bad thing, because we actually skipped over it. But the scene where they're all in the locker room, the one guy, I can't remember which guy it was, but one guy's like, oh, I date men and women. And I'm like, why is this even in here? Like, how is this subject to this thing? And that is kind of the example I'm trying to say here is like, some of this dialogue makes no sense for the scenes it's in. And then other times they bring up stuff that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. And I don't get it. I don't get why we're doing this.
They were just complaining about like, did you prep the replicator, which I didn't know was a thing, but then about where they're going to go to dinner. It was,
this is fine. These two are interacting. I get that.
We're talking about Star Trek. Hey, Jody, my favorite color is blue.
Okay.
Let's resume talking
about
let's
resume talking about the episode. Yeah, exactly.
I get what you're saying, Jody. I get it.
Anyway, so then Jet's like, well, like I left Discovery to be with her because I wanted to be close to her, right? And I showed up for her. That was the point of the
Oh no, and I think this is fine. It reminded me of the scene of how they keep throwing this stuff in that makes no sense. Like I just don't get it. But anyway. Sorry.
Anyway,
I didn't mean this scene was the problem.
They're getting ready for their pranks and whatever. Then we see Remy after the conversation with Jet. He shows up. He talks to Genesis in front of all the others and apologizes for his earlier behavior.
Could have been a separate conversation though.
But they can all hear him, right? And like even like we see Jaden and Caleb like, I guess he's learned something for once, or whatever.
Like bitch made.
Yeah. Anyway, so Remy,
I gotta give the great and just the whole point of an apology, when you apologize to somebody, which you've done to her in this case in front of everybody, I think it means more. So
I would agree.
Adam, I like you, Adam.
I'm okay with that.
Anyway, so then they're going on their way. They're getting ready for their little prank heist. So they've recreated the Mugado costume, the mascot of the War College, that they need Caleb to wear because he's the size for it, I guess. So
and he's the smartest guy who can figure out.
Oh, he's also the guy who can do the hack that they want to do.
Yeah.
Right. So he's going along here.
I don't like the word usage of heist because it doesn't follow all the elements of a heist, even though there is music. Like nifty music, and there is stuff happening. They didn't really follow all the elements of a heist, though.
Maybe not all the elements, but that's the closest analogy I have. So
that reminds me of another thing I don't like about this show.
Okay,
the amount of music that's in this show.
Anyway,
every scene has background music,
but even he's wearing a mask. Somehow, Tarima can still detect him with her Betazoid powers, I guess, because I guess I
thought they were suppressed. That's why she has the thing.
I don't know, like what the hell's going on with it, but it's almost like so she can tell apparently. Anyway, then he's going along, and we're kind of cutting back and forth. Like the clues that were given about by Holly Hunter to the cadets earlier. Like we need to get the into the War College guy Dean's office, so we're gonna need his DNA. So we then see Remy goes up and does this like awkward apology, claiming it's part of his culture and whatever. But it's really to like get a skin sample basically, so that they can clone just his eyeball effectively. So they get this green stuff, and then they transfer that to Jaden, who then Jaden gets his little moment where he creates the with his molecular biology
iPad and chopsticks.
His iPad and chopsticks. He creates a little eyeball so that Caleb can, get past the scanner.
You think he also does this,
He's like, just dangling it and it's moving. And
do you think he also does this when he just wants to like eat something?
Maybe it's how he's a very chopsticks guy. Yeah, it's just then we see that the security system are like these holographic security guards that they have to disable, and then that allows Sam to come in and do her thing, which is basically to spread like the Vitus Reflux.
They have 60 seconds.
Yeah, they have 60 seconds
That's
here.
why they need her.
So they're like doing the spores.
Everybody's got a roll, so that's a heist.
But where's the double cross? Now, if Tamara,
there's always a double cross in a heist. He's true.
So if Tamara's like, "I'll help," and then she double crosses them, right? Then I'll feel a lot better.
The double cross is from Tarima here when she nails Caleb trying to escape. Well, not really, because she was never on their side. But
they didn't spend majority of the time assembling the crew. Assembling the crew has to be a bigger part of the episode or the sequence.
And a montage.
Yeah, in a montage. It's that's a heist.
That's the rules.
Right, well, you guys talked me into it. We're good.
Not a heist, but something like it. Anyway, then Tarima and Caleb have another scene where they're talking more about their relationship and why she does join the war college, and I don't know. I'm not going to get into all the details of it, but she's talking to Caleb. She can sense that he's happy now being here at Starfleet. That's the part he doesn't tell out loud, and that it's exciting for him. And then they're all about to kiss, but then she hits the alarm, and that's
still kisses him though.
Kind of, yeah, like a little bit, and then so the romance is blooming here, I guess. But then they run off, and they've successfully done what they're going to do.
No running
in the hallways or in the stairwells, according to these holographic security guys. Who they even get harassed by one as they get beamed out here. And then the transition here is the next morning when all those spores then start attacking. Little Shop of Horrors style, but I guess it's not lethal. It's not going to actually eat them or anything. If they'll only go more and more crazy the more stress and screaming that there is. But these cadets, we see Kyle here. Kyle a couple times.
A good time.
Kyle, I kind of like Kyle because Kyle's
going to end up joining the other side.
Like when Jaden was telling his jokes earlier, Kyle was like the only one who seemed to really appreciate them. He's like, that's kind of interesting, like the Klingon jokes, and he's just more interested in like these war college.
Kyle's joining the crew in season 2. Come on,
yeah, he's switching colleges. He'll come over to the Star.
You know what's going to happen? Somebody's going to attack the academy, and like there's going to be a big bad scene where people are dying, and they're going to have to amalgamate them together.
Yeah.
Watch.
So basically, Voyager.
Yeah, Tamara's brother. He's done for. He's
gonna die.
He's red shirt worthy. He's done.
He's undeclared, so he can't die.
Well, they all have their legs crossed the same way. Every one of them.
Yeah, I guess. And so they're here to greet them as they come out. They're all laughing, eating bananas and whatever else they're doing. Getting to see these things. Everyone's out here in their underwear, basically.
None of those ones have the Delta on them.
No, I guess war college kids don't get the Delta
because they're Section 31.
They're not Section 31. So
exactly. Section 31 underwear. It's unmarked for a reason.
Yeah. It's unmarked. Anyway, just the Romulan lady, she was gonna give them hell, but then their headmaster comes out and breaks it up. And
I love that Romulan. She's just so angry all the time.
Holy shit! Look at the honker in that guy. I never noticed that before.
On who?
Let's go back to
this guy. Oh yeah,
Jesus,
that's a honker. Wow, he must be British.
He's Canadian.
He actually looks like
he was on Train 48
or whatever.
All right,
he kind of reminds me of Pierre Polyev or whatever.
Yeah, with the bigger nose. Anyway, so then Holly Hunter shows up and says, "Well, the oversight committee is about to come, and we're gonna have to break this up." I don't know. Anyway,
he basically says, "I throw in the towel in. You guys win.
You guys win. Conceded. So you win the prank war." And the cadet, he
waited to the very end, just before the committee comes, and you did a prank that you would need help to clean up.
Right.
So
Genesis legs are crossed the other way now.
Yeah. Well, they kind of do. They give a bow here, and I don't know, they've won the day. They're having a little celebration, team building, you might say. And then later on, Caleb's talking to Chancellor Aki in her office.
I love her bookcase though.
It's cool.
Did you see all the stuff that's on it though?
Like different starships.
She's got like an old tricorder on it. She's got the Enterprise D, a little model of the Enterprise D at the bottom.
This looks like a Voyager model, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, but Caleb's putting it all together. Like, you were giving us these hints, you were telling us what to do, and even the fact that there was this legend of like the cadets in like 400 years ago who had messed with the War College kids. The War College at least goes back to then, right? Like at least goes back to when she was a cadet. And
what was the burn in this timeline? Was it 1,000 years or 100 years?
It was like 200 years before this. So
200
like,
years.
So, so she was in Starfleet for like 200 years before the burn.
So basically the War College existed for a couple hundred years, and then the burn happened, and then it continued.
Apparently like Starfleet Academy went away. Like, I guess everyone went to the War College before. I don't know.
Got all the ships up there.
Yeah, they got tons of models.
Yeah, I got the Excelsior.
Very nice.
But a bunch of different ones.
I like that.
Anyway, so they have a nice little chat here, and yada yada, and then Lura shows up, and like, she kind of like Aki kind of kept Lura out of like the loop here, but it was kind of like, I needed you to play your part in my little master scheme, but I don't know, she got her feet.
More feet.
Oh, this is when she asked her about meditation. What do you meditate about?
Not decapitation. That was what she yes. Exactly. Anyway, and then the final scene is here when the team get the Red Squad, if you will, they get their jackets. So
what are you laughing at?
The sideways deltas on the front are annoying, but past that, I think
it just makes me laugh.
Yeah, these jackets.
Red one.
Because it's interesting because red is the color of Starfleet Academy, but it's also like the command division color. So like, people are also, like if you're an operations person, you're going red at least other times. But
on Discovery, what was the command red at that point?
Yes.
Not in the first season. It was gold. But
it was gold, yeah.
But in the end, it was red. Burnham was wearing red.
But when they get to the 32nd century, but not in the 23rd. Anyway, so then we see Remy. He's on the team, but he doesn't have the captain jacket because, of course, that's going to Genesis. She's like, my jacket, and he knows that she's the better captain, and it's a great moment for them, I guess. And
it's
and then
funny when she picks up Mir's jacket, which is giant compared to her.
Yeah,
she's having trouble with it.
His jacket would be
it until this episode, but she's
a blanket
really
for her. Because she's so much smaller than him. And then he's here, and even though he's skeptical of everything else and joining things and organized sports, he gets the jacket, and he's now he's a varsity player. What can you say, right? Got it on, and that brings it pretty much to a close here. As Caleb's in, he's got his jacket, and that is the end of the episode. And it was dedicated in loving memory of Carla Minjardi, who I don't know.
No,
and
I don't either.
But I feel like maybe I should look her up. Carla Minjardi was from Hamilton, Ontario.
Oh,
probably part of the crew.
Local lady.
Known for Nightmare Alley, Star Trek Discovery, The Girl in the Spider's Web. She
did costume and wardrobe.
Oh,
okay.
And she worked on What We Did in the Shadows and some other things.
Oh, I love that show.
Yeah. Anyway, so she passed away in 2024.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the episode. Is there any trivia or fun facts that we can dig into here?
Yeah, just give me 1 second here, because I did that search and I lost my place.
Adam, do your best, but we can't be here till for 2 hours. I couldn't help it. Go ahead, sorry, Adam.
I did a search to figure out what was the prank culture in Starfleet among the all the shows. Do you want to hear this?
Yes.
Okay, so in the beginning, the original series, The prank culture was more informal, more personal. If you remember, I think it was much more military. If you look at like the Top Gun movie and where the way Kirk was, it was, you know, the swagger and, you know, the big cigars, and they have all that machoism that didn't really exist in Next Gen, but it was, you know, so they never really had pranks as much, other than the fact that they definitely picked on Spock a lot. And he was a good target. But you know, through the Academy, when they briefly talked about it, it was implied, but we didn't.
Well, remember that episode, Shore Leave, where Kirk was getting beat up by Finnegan all the time? That wasn't really a prank, but you know, he had a rough Academy days with that Finnegan guy. Always wanted to punch him in the face. Hello, Kirk, and then he just, you know,
smacked him across the head. Yeah. And then Next Gen, very much more disciplined and polished and ethical. And if you think about Wesley's time at the Academy, there's no room for, you know, fun.
No, it seemed like it was pretty serious at that time.
And then conversely, when you talk about how when Picard described his time there, when, you know, we were a bunch of, you know, know-it-all guys who used to, you know, get in bar fights and stuff, very different, you know, in the time from Picard to Wesley.
Absolutely. Yeah, like, and I think that's the thing with this new show, and especially Aki, I think, you know, as a character, because she's such a laid back person, right? Like, and she's definitely not like a disciplinarian per se. You know, so it's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out throughout the rest of the show, because eventually one of these cadets is gonna have to, you know, really step in it, really mess up, and it's gonna be interesting to see how that is handled.
But I kind of like, you know, this. And I don't want this misinterpreted, because it will sound like it is. But when you think of Revenge of the Nerds and sort of the college pranks and the things, the shenanigans, they use the word shenanigans in this episode tonight a couple times, that you used to get into back in the day. That it's different now, of course, but probably rightfully so. But you know, I don't mind this. I'm sorry, guys. I think it wasn't a bad episode for me. So we can go into ratings if you want to talk about it.
Okay, sure. Yeah, let's do it. All right. The ratings for Vitus Reflux. Now, World Mind gave us a 6 out of 10 in the comments.
Wow.
So that's where we're starting, everybody. Well, I thought the episode was decent. You know, like, is it the all-time greatest episode? No. Is it serviceable? Is it a decent third episode? I think so. I think it's better than Enterprise's third episode. So I give it like a 7.5, I think, for myself. Jameel?
7? No. It's a 6.5. It's a 6.5. So let's not get too ahead of ourselves.
Okay, Jody.
I'm gonna do a 6.
6. Okay, and Adam?
I'm a 7, and I would have been higher at the beginning of this tonight, but Jody, you made some good points. Jameel made some good points. You all made good points, but there was a few things that pulled it down for me. Was the choosing of Remy, what's his name? Remy for captain, and then that scene with the basketball game, or the basketball.
Yeah. Like, keep in mind, 6.5 for a first season Star Trek show isn't bad.
No, you're right.
It has heavy lifting. We're still establishing a lot of things there and kind of moving the story along and setting the tone for the series. So the 6.5 isn't necessarily a reflection of it being a less than stellar episode. It's serviceable, and it does a lot to the service of the show, but it isn't good, and I don't want to give it extra points that it doesn't necessarily deserve.
It's all right.
Did you want my ratings for the first two?
I figured we were going to do it for both.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Okay, so Jody.
Okay, so for the first one, I would give it an 8. I think it was very solid coming out of the gate. The second episode, I was bored to death. So I would say probably closer to. I would still say it wasn't bad though. 7, I guess.
7. Okay. And Jameel?
First episode 7.5.
Okay.
I if you saw my comments about last week, I didn't think it was bad. I thought it's a pilot, and pilot has to do a lot of things to service its position, establishing, tone and characters. So things fall to the wayside, and still good. It's not lost, but actually, can you put that to a 7 and not a 7.5?
Oh, geez. Bring it down. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
And put the second episode as an 8. I actually liked it a lot. Regardless of how I feel about the chemistry about the characters, I thought the characterization and the actual story of the episode was really good. So, yeah.
All right. Well, okay. So thank you for that. So it brought the two of you together brought down our ratings. But it's probably more realistic actually.
It's not Encounter at Farpoint, like.
No, it's not. Well, Encounter.
Oh, I think it was better than Encounter at Farpoint.
Oh, I like Encounter at Farpoint.
Yeah. I didn't mind Encounter at Farpoint, but
our average of the four of us tonight is 6.6. On IMDb right now, as of this moment, with only 463 votes, is 4.8.
What? That's insane.
That's what insane. It's at. That's what it's at the moment. So it might change in some time. It's not that many votes, but
it's brand new. So
yeah, and the haters clearly got out early. But but that's where it stands right now.
Somebody called it Hogwarts in space.
It's not.
I don't think it was that clever.
Oh yeah. So,
quite honestly,
Hogwarts in space. So what the Klingon would be named what? Cut plow or something, or like are we going to see the cleverness of naming conventions like Cho Chang and Seamus for the characters? Like, let's be people talking using Hogwarts in space as an insult, saying that it's less than. Look, people need to look at Harry Potter in general with a better lens, right? Because not as good as people, looking back at it. Not that good.
I think if you like the medium, enjoy it. And you know what? This show is not for me. I know it's not designed for me, and I'm trying to be as clean as I can with that. But if you watch this show and you generally enjoy it, good for you. That's all.
Yeah.
Everybody has an opinion.
If everybody's having a last word here, I just want to say I want to like a Star Trek again. Because
me too. I just haven't had an opportunity yet.
You liked Lower Decks, didn't you?
I love Lower Decks. You're right. Pardon me. I was just so disappointed with Strange New Worlds.
I think for me, like Picard and Discovery have been the real low points for me over the years. And,
I agree.
I'm much happier with this because I feel like this feels closer to Strange New Worlds, which I don't think is a perfect series, but I think it's tonally it does a pretty good job, and I feel like they got a pretty good mix here, so I'm here for it. I don't
even think the writing's on par to Strange New Worlds for this. Quite honestly,
for me, it's very similar, but
Really?
Well, if Picard and Discovery are the issues, that's 2 out of 5 series. But Adam was like, "It's over. We're getting close."
I would say Adam is more positive on both of those shows than me.
No. I liked Picard and
I know.
Yeah,
I just said I think Adam is more positive on those shows than me, which you just agreed with.
Yeah.
So it's but I'm not negative. Like it's just
no. I don't look. I kind of came out guns blazing, but Jody has been more than fair. Adam has been more than fair. Dave, but
what did Dave do?
No,
what did I do?
Look, everyone's getting a turn. Okay, everyone's getting a turn.
Well, so yeah. Just looking ahead to episode 4, it's called Vox in Excelsior. Don't know really much about it yet. I was like, what does that mean? Like translation from Latin is a voice on high.
Voice on something.
It refers to a bull issued by Pope Clement V in 1312.
It's a singing episode. Voice on high. It's a High School Musical episode.
Oh boy.
Okay, I'm telling you right now, if this is a musical episode, I'm fucking done.
We would know by now. It would.
I
They
won't
would
be.
promote it, yeah.
I won't be here next Thursday night because Jody and I are curling. So no, actually, no, I'm not curling. We're curling on Tuesday, right? So it's.
I'm gonna be gone for this episode.
I'm gone for next week. Actually, I'm
like-
on. Hey, did you see this one? I'm gonna be talking.
yes.
I'm talking Face Off. That's why.
And you'll still be talking when we go to do the next one.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'll be there for. I'll be talking about that
3
movie
hour
all night
tour
long.
right there.
So Chris
Gilligan's Island.
is going to be hosting next week. So watch out for that. And they'll be talking all with that. He'll be
God
like,
help me if it's a musical.
yeah. So maybe you can be there, Jody, to cover the musical.
I joined this one just for fun. But.
Heather should be available. She's playing the Briar tonight, I think, and everything else, the Briar Patch. So she'll hopefully be back for that as well. And I will 100%. He says, "All right. Well, since you're hosting, we really need you."
It probably would make sense for you to
Raiders.
show up,
Thank you, World Mind, for watching.
All right. Well, with that, I have a little 30-second soundbite we're going to leave you with here.
Please tell me if you're not at the table, you're on the menu.
You're not at the table, you're on the menu. Yes, it's not that. But it's about food. So anyway, we'll see you next time here on Live Long and Podcast. Thanks to the whole panel. And I was asleep.
It's okay.
Okay. Well, you're not now. All right. Well, we'll see you next time here on Live Long and Podcast. Have a great one, everyone.
You were having turducken for dinner, but now it can't exist because you forgot to prep the replicator.
I'm sorry, kitten. My bad.
Are you not respecting dinner? Dinner is important.
We'll go out. Chinese, Navari.
French.
Sorry, kitten.
I want coq au vin, but with crab da leg and rapoc sauce.
I'll make a res at Yvette's. See? Everything is going to be all right.
Nope.
Goodbye, my love.
Even more no.
French Klingon fusion, the cuisine I never knew that I needed.
See you later.
Beam up some Star Trek content with Live Long and Podcast. A roundtable movie discussion with Hey, did you see this one? And take a peek into the darkness with Heard Noise, Must Investigate with Michael Chan. Watch us duke it out on trivial debates. And let's chat about TV with the Super Mater Brothers. It's all here on the United Federation of Podcasts.